Oh, what a finish. Woo. Welcome to another one of our follow-along workouts where you guys just get to follow along with wherever you are at home and get the rewards at the same time. So again, we're going to kick off with our home sequence warm-up. We're going to move over to this area here. We're going to go 5 arm swings in a forward motion, just copying along with me. Nice, pushing the range as much as you can. Once you've done 5, you're just going to bring it back in the other direction. Really warming up those shoulders. Perfect. Once you've done that, find a nice long space in front of you. We're going to stretch down, stretch through the hamstrings, reach for the ground, walk yourself out, and then come back up. So these are inch ones. We're going to get 5 of these out. Beautiful. Once you've done that, holding a wall or a pole, just anything that you have where you are. For balance, kicking the legs forwards and backwards, opening up the hips and warming up the legs. Other side. After that, you're just going to go across the body, side to side. So using your wall at home. Perfect. There's the warm-up done. All right, beautiful. Today's workout is upper body focus. It's going to do a lot of chest, a lot of core, and just really tone that upper body at home without any equipment needed. Actually, what you will need, get yourself a box if you're inside a gym. If you're at home, it could be a couch, a dining table, a coffee table, something sturdy that you know isn't going to break. Please make sure it's not going to break yourself or the furniture. You might also need a mat. It's not essential, but might just be easier on the knees if you need to drop down to the knees, or just be a nice spot to go. It will catch a lot of sweat as well, so if you're training on a carpet, things like that, please have something under you so you're not sweating all over your carpet, or it's much harder to come out of that. Okay, so what we're going to be focusing on, so we're going to go through these exercises for 5 rounds in total, just to give us 5 solid sets to really build good strength in the core and that upper body, like I said. The exercises are, we're going to go 10 push-ups, 10 shoulder taps, I'll demonstrate all these in a minute, 10 dips, which will be what's on the box, couch, table, whichever it is you're using, a 30-second plank, that's where the abs start to kick in, and then we're going to go through a 30-second forwards and backwards bear crawl using our mat or whatever allocated space you are using. So what's going to happen, I'm going to give you a couple of cues that we commonly find is necessary or useful for people in the gym here. With the push-ups, a lot of people do this when they begin push-ups. What it should look like is this. Now the cue I'm going to use to help you out is you want to look like you're forming an arrow, not a T. So if I go back to that bad angle where I'm really elevating the shoulders and in that bad position there, if you look at me, my body's down and then I'm straight across, I'm making that T shape. Bring the shoulders down, elbows in, hands coming down to the armpits there. Now if you look at me, I'm making more of that arrow shape. That's the cue I'm going to give you for the push-ups. Arrow, not a T. For the shoulder taps, now commonly this is done with a big body rock incorrectly. So what you want is we're going to hold that push-up position Wrists stay under the shoulders. You're in that strong, stable position. The hand's gonna come off the ground, touch the shoulder. Okay, that's the exercise. It's not the hard part of the exercise though. The hard part is that the body is not allowed to move, and that's where the core will kick in. So I often say, start with the legs wider than usual in a push-up. If you can't maintain stillness in the body there, drop down to the knees, see if that helps as well. Okay, so you just go with wherever you're at. Don't feel bad. It's better to keep good form than it is to do a movement more advanced poorly. All right, so that's the shoulder taps, the dips. Nice and simple. We're just gonna have the feet in front of us, hands resting on the edge of whichever object we're using. Now, the further your feet are away from you, the harder it is because the more weight that's down on those arms. So if it's too rough, just bring the knees in closer. You get to utilize your legs a little bit more. You just change that lever length through there. Nice and simple with the plank. Elbows under the shoulders, nice and stiff through here. Also, when you're getting to the ground, no bums in the air. So what we're gonna do is you get into this position, really tuck the hips and tense the abs. So you should feel like your pelvis is coming closer to your chest and the abs are engaged. It's a tough one. We're only gonna hold for 30 seconds. If you can't quite make it, take a rest, come back up when you can, and just keep with me throughout the video for that time period. And then the bear crawl, this one's very similar to the other cues that I'm giving you before as well. Knees are gonna start under the hips, wrists are gonna start under the hands. From here, you're just gonna come up into that quadruped hold position, balancing up, holding stiff through here, and we're gonna walk forwards and backwards in our allocated space, whether that's on a mat or through there. Now this one's important as well, that we're not curling and we're not rocking. We're staying stiff through the body for the entire 30 seconds. All right, if you're ready to go, let's get into it. All right, let's go. Push-ups first, down the mat. 10 nice strong push-ups. Beautiful. Let it hit your nose. Straight into shoulder taps. Legs a little bit wider than usual. Keeping that body still. 10 times. Perfect. Up the dips. Legs where you want them. Woo! Into the plank. 30 seconds. So it's important, we're not trying to go as fast as we can through this. We're really taking our time with the movements, ensuring we're feeling the muscles we want to be feeling, and getting a good solid strength workout. Almost there, keep going. Three, two, one. Great. Last one. Up into that bear crawl for 30 seconds. So the shoulders and the abs will be burning now. I think it's 30 seconds. Beautiful. Straight back into another round. I'm gonna have at least a minute's rest to make sure that I'm good enough to do that next set with the same form I had on the first one. And complete the 5 rounds. And I'll see you for the finisher. Oh. Oh. Shoulders. All right. Give me a minute. Okay, let me explain this and get a breather. What we're gonna do now, so a 5-minute AMRAP. So this one is fast, but make sure we're keeping correct technique and form throughout these movements. But still, as fast as you can, spike that heart rate up to finish. 10 ab tucks, 15 burpees, 20 mountain climbers. So 3 exercises. I'm gonna go through and see how we are. I'll demonstrate a couple now. Oh. Hands wherever you find more convenient for you to balance. I like just here, legs out, legs in. Okay, that's an ab tuck. Burpees, all the way down on the ground. Come up, jump up as high as you can. That's one burpee. And the mountain climbers, we're in that push-up position, legs shuffling in and out from that tucked to extended position, like so. Cool? Woo! All right. Let me get the timer. I always forget this. All right. So 5 minutes on the clock. You're going to do as many rounds as you can. Use me as a pacer. If it's your first time, just try and stick with me. If you've done this exercise before, try and beat me. Get as many as you can in. I'm only going to show you one time through. Keep pushing for that entire 5 minutes. See how many rounds you get. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 10 ab tucks. Into burpees. Try and stay with me. Back down the mountain climbers. $60, $70, $80, $20. Straight back over. Let's go again, 5 minutes.